I don't think anyone has any hard evidence for that, but it's widely speculated that North Korea has acquired rudimentary nuclear warhead capability. In 2016, I believe, North Korea revealed a photo with Kim Jong-un standing by a disco ball-like device that could be North Korea's model of nuclear warhead. And in Kim Jong-un's New Year speech in 2017, he said North Korea has completed the mission of perfecting its state nuclear system. And that implies that North Korea has all the required technologies to shoot a nuclear missile. And if that's true, that should include the capability to build a workable nuclear warhead to be installed on the top of North Korea's ballistic missiles.
Yeah, so further to that, exactly what form would that weapon technology take? What's its capability, and what would its range be?
Well, in terms of the range, North Korea has ballistic missiles of various ranges, including short range and all the way to intercontinental range ballistic missiles, meaning that it can put all the major countries from South Korea to Japan to Australia and all the way to American homeland under nuclear threat. And in terms of the nuclear warhead capability, it is widely speculated that North Korea has the capability to build a fission bomb, which is the most simple type of nuclear warhead, and maybe also boosted fission bomb, which is more advanced. North Korea itself claimed that it has mastered the technology to build a hydrogen bomb, which is more sophisticated, but there is no proof that North Korea has indeed achieved that capability.
How worried should we be?
Well, I would be very worried, even though it is long speculated that North Korea, since 2017, has acquired the capability to maintain a nuclear deterrent system. The most recent signal from North Korea is particularly worrying because North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is openly claiming that North Korea wants to possess its nuclear weapons for the foreseeable future. There is no intention to ever give it up because Kim Jong-un sees it as the guarantee of North Korea's regime. It sees its nuclear deterrence as imperative to deter any future external military aggression towards the country. So that would really undermine the prospect for the international effort to disarm North Korea.
Yeah, so in your view then, has diplomacy failed, that effort to ensure that denuclearization takes place?
I think it's safe to say that so far the diplomatic efforts to disarm North Korea have not achieved its goal, primarily because the international community is not united enough to impose sufficient coercive power to force North Korea to choose between regime survival and its nuclear weapons. And therefore, North Korea was able to play the major powers against each other and acquire the breathing space to maintain its nuclear weapons and still sustain its regime. Looking into the future, the most realistic outcome is somehow the international community can work out an interim deal to contain the further growth of North Korea's nuclear stockpile, to prevent North Korea from further advancing its nuclear technology. In other words, arms control rather than disarmament is a more realistic outcome for the near term.
But given this conclusion, is this likely to prompt further sanctions against North Korea in the short term, do you think?
I'm afraid not. I think North Korea is very smart in detecting a very important window of opportunity before the American presidential election in November. The period from now and November is a time when the US is preoccupied by domestic politics, and China is busy fighting the United States in a growing US-China bilateral strategic competition. And therefore, even if North Korea conducts some serious military provocations like the flight testing of long-range missiles, I don't think the big powers would be able to work together and to pass another Security Council resolution and impose more economic sanctions on North Korea. And as a result, I'm afraid the next few months could be potentially dangerous because North Korea could conduct provocations without fearing punitive consequences.
Tong, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.